Probably swimming with whales. Yeah, it might have been like 18 miles offshore, and we saw a bunch of dolphins, and then we followed them, and we ended up seeing a pod of whales just swimming, and everyone decided to jump in the water to go look at them. And once we got in the water, like they swam around us for a while, and then like 10-15 minutes, then they swam down. We couldn't see them anymore. It was thrilling, yeah, especially to see the size comparison between us and them. The sharks were big, but yeah, they definitely put sharks to shame.
That would have been, I believe, Sweetens Key. That's when we went. We did I think we did 2 or 3 snorkels in that time. And it was great because I was with my fellow cadets, so we all got to socialize and everything. We saw stingrays, turtles, fish, and then at one point we was in the mangrove. There was a little bit of current, so we did face some challenges, but it was still good.
Well, when we were in Waterkeepers, we went on a field trip to Peterson Key, and like we went on a drift snorkel, and like that was cool because like we didn't have to do nothing. The water was just taking us like through it with the current, and I thought that was like super cool. We saw a bunch of like fish and sea life and plants and stuff, so that was amazing.
Probably the animals, yeah. You get to see the coral, fish, sharks, sometimes whales, dolphins.
It's really those moments when you get out of the water, you're done with your day, you're heading back in, you're on the boat, the breeze is hitting you, you're sitting there and you're just enjoying it. You don't really feel any worries and everything's just great.
Because you get to see the whole habitat. Like you could see it on the internet, right? But like seeing it first time would be a whole different, because like you actually get to see the colors or whatever, like first time, instead of like having the whole internet like edited and all that. It's just fun, I don't know, it's interesting.
Since I was young, I always had this sort of connection to the ocean. I don't know, when I look at it, it's just mesmerizing. And to see specific aquatic life, like turtles, which is my favorite animal, it's just so captivating. And I feel at home when I dive and I snorkel and I see the different animals and plants in the ocean.
Don't you just feel awesome when you go to the beach and just look out in the crystal clear water? Like, don't you feel relieved, a certain stress? Like, I guess that's my motivation. So especially when besides, spreading awareness of why plastic is harmful and why we should save certain organisms, because plastic is harming turtles and other aquatic life, and it's gonna harm us. But when you step out on a boat or simply on a beach and just look out in the water, I just feel relieved, like all stresses are just gone.
Definitely important. We live on an island surrounded by water, and very small place, so not much to do but like go to the beach and stuff. So can't put you at a disadvantage if you don't know how to swim.
Well, the water for me is, I can't even explain how important it is for me, because my dad, all his work is based on the water. So if there was no water, my dad would have no work, no life for me to live, because I wouldn't have any financial stability or anything like that. And my life, I grew up on the water, I grew up on the boats, I grew up fishing, I grew up swimming and all that. So without the water, my personality wouldn't even really be there, because that's kind of what it's based upon. I'm leaning more into the marine field, so maybe like marine biology or somewhere in that area. Marine science, environmental science, somewhere in that category, hopefully.
I plan on majoring in marine biology and photography because I love animals, I love nature, and I love specifically the ocean.
I want to be a marine engineer when I grow up. Well, in the future. Well, I like to go to college to the Sunny Maritime in New York. But I got accepted there, so I'll be going there hopefully next year, September.
After I finished the YEA program with Save the Bays, he told us that there was another step that we could take, and that would be the Waterkeeper Cadets. So I waited about 2 years because I had a lot going on with like swimming and trying to make national teams and stuff. So finally decided to join this year.
My waterkeeping experience has been very well. I started off with the Save the Bays program in grade 7, and from there I just went on and I got more into it each year. It's been great, all the snorkeling, getting to meet new people, learning how important the environment is, and that's just something that especially happened with me. I didn't realize how important our ocean is for us to live, and now that I've realized that, I want to care for it more and tell others, so to get people to focus on it more and see how important it is so that we could, improve it and make it better for the rest of us.
But the first year, what stood out to me was the fact that we got to see and experience everything with your friends, and it's you usually don't do that, I guess, because you would actually come across it by yourself or something like that. But being in this program, you get to have people all around you and experience the same thing as you do, and have the exact same fun, I guess. So.
I don't know, there's so many great things between meeting new people, learning new information, and learning more about different organisms, and also going on diving trips and going places in Save the Bays when we went to Bimini, that was fun. But different diving and snorkeling sites, that's always a good highlight.
Probably try to get involved with local organizations like Save the Bays, Coral Vita, all those organizations that try to help preserve our marine environment, help you with your clean, drinkable, swimmable water. Because, yeah, they definitely do help, and being on an island, that's the biggest attraction. So, helps for other people to enjoy it too.
Well, I was thinking maybe a daily podcast where I could get people to tune in and just make it important, let more people know, because I don't think a lot of people do realize how important the ocean is for us. So I need to find some way to get people to know. So if it's a podcast, if it's events, flyers, spreading the word, anything in that case.
Well, for me, spreading the word, I believe that social media is key, especially for our generation, because the first thing you do in the morning, well, besides praying, is check your phone, check Instagram, check WhatsApp, check Twitter, Facebook especially. And I believe that we should advertise the certain tips of swimmable, fishable, drinkable water to social media, because 9 times out of 10, our generation is going to see it, and you just have to show the importance of what is it and why it's crucial.
My name is Daniel Dean.
My name is Ty Fountain.
My name is Kaya Marie.
Dario Bard.
My name is Alejandro Monca.
I advocate for clean, fishable, drinkable, swimmable waters.